Happened once before. You're lucky the boss wasn't around. It shook. It was scary. I ignored the little girl's honest impression. Did something happen? How much do you know about time travel? What do you mean by that? So, I explained to her what happened just now. I don't believe it. I've never heard of anything like it. Is it true? Are you telling the truth? Of course. We've created a bona fide time machine, and we were able to change the past. Nobody can deny our accomplishments. That's right, nobody. Jeez, that's not what I meant. I don't know if what you're saying is true or not, but I think you should try asking John Titor. John Titor? I mean, he's a hot topic now, isn't he? A time travel from the future. He might know something, since you're both time travelers and all. See, you could be right. No, there's no doubt about it. The undoing of past events could possibly be explained through the many worlds interpretation that Titor talked about. From John Titor. Subject, where did you find that? That's written in a proprietary IBM programming language used prior to 1975. You can only decipher it with an IBM 5100. And, come to think of it, it was Titor's advice that led me to the IBM 5100. He should be able to give me a hint this time too. It's me. John Titor may have come from the future to guide me. Yeah, that's right. His arrival here in 2010 must be the choice of Steins Gate. L. Psi. Congru. Who was he talking to? Dunno, who could it be? Maybe it's someone from the future. From the future? I'll get in touch with Titor immediately. Your advice is appreciated, part-time warrior. Was that useful? Let's go. Part-time warrior's eyes pop open mid-sentence. Oh crap, the boss is back, the boss is back. Nae, if manager asks, tell him I was doing my job. Okay, but you have to let me ride your bike, okay? Okay. Good luck, Okabe Rintaro. I'm rooting for you. Nae and I are left in front of the store. Welcome back, Daddy! Nae, what did this nutjob do to you? You son of a... How dare you make moves on my precious daughter? I'll kill you! Oh, wait, I haven't done anything. Then why were you talking with Nae alone, huh? We weren't alone. Suzuha was here the whole time. Please forgive me, Suzuha. My life is too precious. Is that true, Nae? She promised she'd let me ride her bike, so I gotta say she wasn't skipping. The manager breathes a heavy sigh. Skipping is the only thing she's good at, isn't it? Worthless part-time warrior. It's true, I've never seen her actually do work. Hey, part-timer, I know you were slacking off. Hey! And why is the 42-inch on? I thought I told you to turn it off. I'm sorry! Her songs still contain words of prophecy. Before they reach it, Faris must decipher the prophecies to find the location of the Holy Land. Yeah, it's from Faris. Should I reply? Mind telling me what's in those songs? Remember, if you refuse, I have ways of making you talk. There, that should do it. I need to get in touch with Titor as quickly as possible. He might be able to give me the answers I seek. He might even be able to explain the event that I witnessed a few days ago, the instantaneous disappearance of everyone on the streets of Akiba. I can't give details, Nya, but her songs are divine revelations, prophecies of the end of the world, Nya. It's from Faris. There's no way I can combat this. When I burst into the lab, everyone looks at me with concerned expressions. They explain that we can't experiment anymore now that Mr. Braun is back. Then I dismiss everyone for today. He knows about the time machine now. Next time I see him, I'll make him a lab mem to secure his silence. You know, I've been working at May Queen for 3 months as of today. The other girls threw me a party. I can't believe I've been a maid for 3 months. Time sure flew by. Oh, but don't worry, Mayushi's still Okarin's hostage, full time. It's from Mayuri. Should I reply? A party after just 3 months? Ridiculous. I don't see how that deserves congratulations. You girls are crazy. There, that should do it. 3 months is a big deal. I mean, they celebrated my first and second months too. It's Mayuri again. I thought she was headed to work. Should she really be messaging me now? 2.5 hours later, Kurisu and I are the only ones left in the lab. Hey, assistant. You're not going back to your hotel? Is there a problem? No problem. I was just wondering what you were still doing here. Nothing. I just wanted to think for a bit. Can't you think at your hotel? What? You're kicking me out? Ah, I get it. You'd be lonely in your hotel room. But you have no friends, so you want me, the great Halloween Kyoma, to look after you. Isn't that right, you spoiled celeb Sev? You're the lonely one, aren't you? You've been acting gloomy all day. If you need some advice, I'm an outsider, in a sense, so it should be easier to talk to me, right? A man getting advice from a younger woman is kind of... But if you're fine with that, then just ask away. Why does she have to be such a smartass? I need to send some emails. If you insist on staying here, then be quiet and stay out of my way. Okay? Zombie? Oh, your stupid names. That one's the worst. Despite her complaint, Kurisu makes no move to leave. To John Titor. Question. The code is from CERN's database. In other news, I've successfully built a machine that sends emails to the past. When we change the past by sending an email, does that change the world line? I noticed some events were undone. Does that mean the world line changed? You said the many worlds interpretation is correct, but I'd like to hear the proof, if you don't mind. Alright, let's do what needs to be done. Now, to wait for his reply. That was a pretty heavy sigh. Maybe I should just tell her about how that D-mail changed the past. And about how she seems to have lost her memories about it. Why am I considering talking to Kurisu? Because I don't think Mayuri or Daru would understand this problem. Kurisu, on the other hand, might be able to form a hypothesis. That's what I hope. Just then, my phone rings. Is it Taida? Taida's calling me? Startled, I look at my phone's display. I click my tongue in disappointment. Don't scare me like that. Christina, there's something I want to talk to you about. Shouldn't you answer your phone first? It's Daru. It's probably something stupid. Hello? Okarin. I made a terrible mistake. Mistake? Is it about the phone wave? Name subject to change. Is it related to the phenomenon I experienced earlier? Actually, I left my wallet at the lab. No. What? Come on, Okarin, help me out here. Bring me my wallet and I'll buy you a drink at May Queen. Go jump in the river. Damn it. I got stressed for nothing. But right afterwards, my phone rings again. Damn you persistent little. Tootoo, Okarin. Oh, it's you, Mayuri. Did you hug Upa like I told you? I did not. That's good. You know, if you're worried about anything, talk to Mayushi, okay? Mayushi doesn't understand hard things, but she does understand Ocarine. You understand me? Sure, we've been together since we were little after all. I'm hanging up. Work hard now. Thanks. Bye. Okabe, you're grinning. Nonsense, Celeb Sev. Don't call me Celeb Sev. I was going to tell Kurisu the truth, but now I've changed my mind. The mad scientist Owen Kyoma would never grin at the words of a mere hostage like Mayuri. You look like a girl in love waiting for an email from her boyfriend. She sure likes to attack me for every little thing. You're really that desperate for attention? Just getting revenge. You're always making fun of me, so I deserve at least this much. Despite what you may think, I actually respect you. That's rich. You don't even say my name right. I'm sorry about that. Well, that's unexpected. You actually apologized. I do apologize, but I can't help it. Well, my brain has recorded you as my assistant, Christina, and I cannot correct it. I'm gonna crack your skull open and stick electrodes in your hippocampus. Right after that silly exchange, John Titor's mail arrives. I read your message. From the events you described, it sounds like you did indeed change the past, shifting to an ever so slightly different world line. The one thing I don't understand is how you kept your memories of the previous world line. You're telling the truth, yes? Who are you talking to? I'm telling the truth. Something similar happened to me before, too. What do you make of it? John Titor. John Titor. I don't know. The idea of using email to alter the past was never even considered in the year 2036 I'm from. You've altered the past and shifted from your original world line. However, until now, no one has ever been known. Huh? No way. To be able to observe convergence. Even so, Kyoma, you may have that power. You might be the one who can guide us to a world line beyond 1% convergence, across the wall that divides what are known as attractor fields. Though Titor's response was long, there was a lot it left unexplained. I quickly send him follow-up questions. What is divergence? How do you measure it? He's open to discussion as long as you're not trying to troll him. And his mail address is public. This is the second time we've exchanged mails. I've confirmed that divergence is 0.571015%. I use a specialized meter to measure divergence, but it zeroed my original world line. In other words, it's a subjective, not absolute, measurement. A moment later, I receive another mail from Titor. Subject: Many Worlds Interpretation. I have no memories of that world line. Strictly speaking, I was not being entirely accurate when I wrote that the Everett Wheeler model is accepted in my time. The truth is, scientists have proven that the universe is comprised of attractor fields, but it's once again filled with strange jargon. No wonder you keep referencing Titor's posts. You believe him, don't you? What are attractor fields? And what in the world is beyond 1% divergence? Not entirely, but there are several points in his story I do agree with. Really? I can't see it as anything but fiction. Attractor fields are responsible. There's no real point making small changes to a world line. Due to convergence, small changes do not have a lasting influence. You might be the one who can guide us to a world line beyond 1% divergence, across the wall that divides attractor fields. Attractor fields? Never heard of them. Beyond that is true freedom. If we do not break through this wall, a dystopian future awaits. My mission is to change that future. You may hold the power to do just that. What's with this guy? He thinks I have some kind of power. But this last statement is pretty hard to swallow. Now that he claims I have special powers, he's starting to sound like some new age con artist. Don't just start laughing like that, it's creepy. But I must, he says I have powers. Isn't that rich? You don't have to tell me what I already know, John Tiger. My true power is the magic eye. Reading Steiner. Sounds to me like you've got a bad case of Chanabu. Eh? Uh-huh. The Taita who appeared in 2000 said he travelled back in time to retrieve technology lost in World War III. Yet this guy's saying he came to prevent the creation of a dystopia ruled by CERN. This guy might be an imposter. Another mail comes. Yoma, I want you. And what I read there raises the hairs on the back of my neck. What is this? Fear? Disgust? Or some other emotion? Kyoma, I want you to be the Messiah. I don't know, but something is very wrong.